Welcome to my kitchen, you guys. Let's make a coconut pie. Let's do it different. Let's do a non-traditional coconut pie where we're not standing on our feet at a stove for 30 to 40 minutes stirring a pot, okay? This is the first step right here. We're going to start with our dry ingredients first, and this is 1.5 cups of sugar. Be sure that you're using a bowl that's microwavable. Alright, second is, and all dry first, I don't know if I mentioned that, but anyway, so the next dry ingredient is a 1/4 cup of cornstarch. Get in there with our fingers, that's why you wash your hands before you start cooking. Alright, and then a pinch of salt. And we take our whisk, and I'm just double checking my recipe to make sure that I got all the dry ingredients in first, and I do. Okay, take a whisk, just whisk it together. Tell it to be good and come together nicely, all in the name of cooking with love. Alright, once you get a rough incorporation of all your dry ingredients, then you want to start with your wet. And what we're going to do is we're going to start with 1 can of evaporated milk. It's about let's see, the ounces of this. This is 12 ounces, so it's like 1 can of evaporated milk. And then I like to go about a little over another half of some water in there, you guys. So about 3/4. So another 3/4 of water, using your can as a measurement, okay? Alright. Now, all the wet. Alright, so we got our milk. We're going to add our vanilla, of course. And that is a good tablespoon of vanilla, you guys. Alright. Next, we're going to put in, just got flour on my shirt. We're going to put in, in the beginning I separated 3 eggs, y'all. I separated the yolk from the whites, and I mixed these with about 1/3 cup of sugar. So this is 3 eggs yolks with 1/3 cup of sugar. A little rough whisk again, and then we're going to pour it right on in. Alright. This should be the last thing that we're going to add before we start our first cycle of microwave cooking. Alright. And that's going to be 3 pats of sweet cream, real salted butter, okay? And I've already measured it out. So 1, 2, 3. A lot of people don't put butter in their coconut pie, but I don't see why you wouldn't, because it is a creamy custard pie, and the butter just kind of brings it all together. Alright, and this is where we mix all this together. Kind of going down the sides of the bowl right quick, making sure that I got all the sugar, cornstarch, all that stuff off of the side of the bowls. The bowl, not plural, the bowl. Alright, and then I'm just doing a nice little rough whisk. I can feel that it's all come together now, y'all, so I'm just going to take another minute to incorporate. And yes, you're going to see your butter floating around in there, but when you stick it in the microwave to cook, it'll all become one, okay? Alright, so that should do it right there. Shake that and get some of that good butter off of our whisk, alright? Okay, this is the part where I take this bowl right here and I put it in the microwave for 7 minutes, and then I'll come back and see you after that. Welcome back. It's went 7 minutes in the microwave, and so now I'm going to give it a quick whisk. You'll see where it's starting to kind of thicken up. actually pretty perfect. And what we're going to do at this point is, can y'all see the thickness of it? We're going to add, most recipes say a cup of coconut. You guys, I'm going to use probably about a cup and a half of coconut. And it's toasted. I like to toast mine because it just makes it taste so much better. Really develops the flavor. And we're going to do a whisk in there. Get these ingredients to come together. And once I get it to come together, I'm going to stick it back into the microwave for its final 7 minutes of cooking, okay? No, you don't need to stop the microwave and stir at all during these cooking periods. You just let the microwave do it for you, the cooking, and you stir when you get it out the first time and then the second time, okay? So, here we go. And can y'all see how it looks? All right, we're going back in the microwave for another 7 minutes. See y'all in a few. Welcome back, everybody. This is the end of our next 7-minute microwave bake, if you would. Okay, so I'm going to get my whisk from earlier. And these bowls will be very hot, of course, so proceed with caution. I'm going to just do a little rough whisk. Yes, perfect. Can you see how it thickened up again on that second one? There's no need for any kind of, a lot of people will put like water in glasses and drop this hot mixture in there to make sure that it cooked thoroughly and that it's going to actually, you know, have the consistency of a pie, but there's no need in that. All right. Now all we have to do is get the hot pie filling from here to there. So I'm going to grab a paper towel for one side and a pot holder for the next. Get this paper towel out of the way, the loose one. All right, here we go. Let's pour this in there. Also, there we go. I'm going to move this pie shell a little bit closer and make sure you guys can see it. Yeah. That's the pie shell that we already pre-cooked earlier, okay? So, I'm just trying to see exactly how hot it is, y'all. So I'm going to go ahead and do like that. Now, grab it one more time, carefully. Get this from here to there, huh? What I should have done is just grabbed a big old spoon, y'all, like an industrial spoon, but I don't want to have to wash a bunch of dishes. So I'm just making do with what I have and just being careful. Okay. There we go. We pretty much got everything out. And we didn't hurt ourselves. So yay. Yay for not hurting ourselves. Okay, I'm going to take the same, that bowl is hot, spatula, and I'm going to spread this around in my pie shell. And you see it's already trying to set up, y'all. Not trying, it is setting up. By the way, I have my oven already preheated to 375 behind me. because once I put the meringue on top of it, all we got to do is just put it in the oven and let the oven do the rest as far as cooking the meringue, getting that really pretty brown color. Okay, and also what I did while it was cooking that second round is I made, let me get this more in y'all's frame. There you go. I made the meringue. Remember when I said separate 3 eggs from the yolk and the egg white? Well, you stick it in the fridge, and then when it gets time, you go over there to your KitchenAid and you basically bring it to a stiff peak. So here we go. Trying to get everything, and what I have left over in my bowls Troy always takes care of anyway. But as y'all see, I'm doing this pie in one of my cast iron skillets, and I'm surprised. I mean, this cast iron skillet is a lot deeper. It makes a lot bigger pie. Next time, and I like it, so next time I do it this way, I'll make sure to make more filling. Alright, here we go. You can do this a billion different ways, y'all. I just like to get it on there and get it in the oven. That way people can enjoy it. But I'm just taking a regular old tablespoon, just kind of pushing it out a little bit, flaring it up, making sure you come to your ends, get them nice and covered. And also too, if you want more meringue, like if you're really trying to impress people, all you got to do is separate a couple more eggs from the yolk, and just do a big batch of meringue. So I'm making sure first, y'all, I'm getting it all the way to the edge, and then we'll make it kind of pretty. All right, so it's fully encompassed in the meringue. Okay, now I'm just going to kind of go through and do some little swoopty swirls with my spoon. See over here, it's not as thick, so I'm going to put that extra off the spoon right there. Let's get a few more little dramatic swoops. It's all about the drama, especially when you present a pie, huh? You bring it to the table, you want people to be like, ooh. Alright, so over here I have reserved some toasted coconut in my pan, so I'm going to go around it with some toasted coconut. And when I get through doing this, I'm going to throw it in the oven, 375, and all we're doing is baking the meringue. So it usually takes about 5 to 7 minutes, y'all. This is something you want to keep an eye on when you do it, though, because you don't want to burn your meringue. You just want it nice and golden brown. I don't know. I think it looks pretty good. What do y'all think? I think she's ready for an oven. Go on and use up the last little bit of that coconut. All right. So we're going to go in the oven another 5 to 7 minutes. See you guys. Hey, you. See y'all in another 5 to 7 minutes. I got toasted coconut on that hand. I'll be back. Welcome back, everybody. Guess what? There's like 21 seconds left, and I'm going to pull the pie out. But ironically, this is the talent portion of the program, So if anybody wants to step up and show me what you got, hit it. Here goes the countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's get it. You want to turn that timer off for me? There she is, ladies and gentlemen. Toasted coconut cream pie. Let me kind of get it where you can see full 360. Oh yeah, looks so pretty. It's really nice, you guys. Of course, y'all see the rack down there. And even though you could eat this pie right now, and even if you did, it'd be delicious, but you're still going to want to let it cool for a good 15 minutes before you eat it, okay? Just gives everything time to like settle down and come together. And when you cut it, your filling won't spread everywhere because it's too hot. Alright, I'm going to pick the phone up now and basically let y'all see a little overview of it from the side angles. Thanks for being with me, y'all. This one, we're going to call this a deep dish, okay? Because it is. Look at that cast iron skillet, how deep that pie is. Yeah, that's a deep dish toasted coconut cream pie. Ooh-wee! I'm getting ready to fix Mom a plate, and I'm getting ready to put her a piece of pie on there in 15 minutes. Hey, thank y'all for being with me. Like, share, subscribe, hype this video, comment. I love seeing all these comments lately. You guys are the best. Talk to you later. Bye.